Hi, my name is Phyllis Y. Whitley. If you have been spiritually victimized and traumatized, welcome to Spiritology Live, where I bring my #1 Amazon best-selling author book to life. Each episode will be a spiritual, metaphysical, holistic space of consciousness, where you will learn to break your religious shackles within and live in your promised land today. Let's go. Well. We talked about something that was so good in part 1, how to prune your rebellious seeds of yesterday, that I'm going to go ahead and continue. Okay? I'm going to continue to make sure that you got it right and you got it tight so you can go forth and get your promised land. Yes? Okay. Let's dive into it. Now, last time I read the scripture, because I was just letting you know about the scripture, Isaiah 14:12, that was talking about weakening the nation. And to recap that particular scripture, go to it, Isaiah 14:12. Basically, how you are falling from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning, how you are cut down to the ground, you who weaken the nations. It's talking about you, the head of the household, Lucifer, a seed of rebellious. If you don't know where it started, go pick up the manuscript. Okay? Don't rely on your spiritual leader to just tell you. Just go forth and listen to the scriptures, write them down, and then go look it up yourself. Y'all don't even know God knows spiritual leader could be reading something from a Kool-Aid box, a cereal box, and y'all don't even know. Y'all just think, well, my presence in the church, I'm all right. He's covering me. No, who are you covering when you go home? I got to remind y'all, none of my episodes is to bash spiritual leaders. If you got a good spiritual leaders, that's good. Clap your hands, be happy. But I'm here to reveal the lies for you to wake up and say, hey, wait a minute. What am I doing? Those of you who know me know that I have relatives who's actually in education, and somebody's close to me is a teacher. And unfortunately, is frustrated from what I'm hearing from teachers. And I used to be a substitute teacher, where the parents take the kids with all of this baggage, and it's like they give them to the teacher and say, now could you fix them? Don't you know God gave us a gift within? And you know what that is? To go forth and multiply, to increase your seed. That's what we're talking about. And that's what my book is about. So, those of you who haven't gotten it by now, shame on you. With that being said, we was talking about how that rebellious seed is in the systems, it's in communities, it's in groups, and it keeps you from moving forth because it goes through your ear gate. Their mission is to go through your ear gate, your eye gate, all the gates that you have to weaken you. We talked about sports. That seed is not only showing you we have a particular culture that's playing the game, entertainment, and we want them to stay there. But we don't want them to prosper. What do you need to do? In sports, get your own platform. Some of y'all should go ahead and buy your own team. The purpose of you being blessed on a high platform is not for you to eat the ground of your land. It's for you to share it. Hello? If you're not satisfied, go get your own team. We talked about Hollywood. Get your own award show. I'm talking about different cultures. Hollywood, is very frustrating throughout the decades and centuries. They literally put what they feel, this is what we think is the most beautiful. This is what we think is the most handsome. But there's a lot of people in Hollywood that have made it and they got a high platform and they don't do a goddamn thing for nobody that's coming behind them. Go buy your own magazine. You become your own Academy Award. Hello? And some of y'all have done it. I'm just letting you know the solution behind it. How about in politics? You can't just vote for the president because the president is not the head of your household. You got to go ahead and look into voting for congressmen, different ones that's representing your state, your city. And you still can't expect them to come and run your household. But you can try your best to make sure the one who is not showing their rebellious seeds is appointed. And you notice I said hide. Because you're not going to get nobody out there perfect. That's why you better know the supreme source of the sources. Oh, I'm so tired of you going back to the Bible. But what should I go to? Did you write a book? Do you have a book? Hello? What do you suppose I'm supposed to do? It's called wisdom. The book of Proverbs tells you everything you need to know is in that manuscript. Go ahead and I dare you to go read Proverbs and to talk about everything, about everybody. And you be like, oh my goodness, really? It's called the good news gospel. I am here to teach you. Well, that's what we're talking about right now. Your ear gates and your eye gates, you got to be very, very careful because those are the tools that generational curses have came down because it's what? You teach it to your kids. I don't understand that. Well, let me break it down to you. It's just like going to the doctor. You know, people say, everybody's in my family got diabetes. I can't help but have it. Let me tell you, when I was a certain age, they kept telling me, you know what, diabetic, your so-and-so's a diabetic and your who a diabetic. Well, you know you can get diabetes. And I looked at them and said, really? I never knew that. Because you know what they say, how do you bring general curses down? The behavior pattern, the same words, the same belief. Number one, you eat the same food that your parents ate. So if they got diabetes or illness, most likely you're going to get it. Hello, how about the things they listened to, the things they didn't listen to? Did they pick up a book and read it? Was everything they was telling you about was pure gossip through the community? That went in your ear gate. You teach your kids, and that's how you bring those generational curses. It was once upon a time, you got that slavery mentality, you go take it and you bring it to your kids. If you don't like somebody because of the color of their book, your kids are going to hear it. Your kids are going to tell you, hear you talk about somebody. They're going to hear you tease somebody. And you know what? And I just finished a book dealing with bullying called Ask Jalen. Go find it on Amazon.